Welcome to Game Smarter.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the show. My name is Kyron Mountain, and here on Game Smarter, we want to keep you informed as an educated video game player purchaser. We're working on the slogan still here, but basically here at Game Smarter, we want to keep you informed and keep you as an educated purchaser, collector, player of video games. So today on the news, I think I covered this article a little bit earlier in the month. As I mentioned at the time, there was really only some good 3DS offers. Right now it looks like I don't know where Microplay is. Maybe it's more of a Toronto, Ontario thing. I don't think we have any Microplays here in Alberta. But I guess if you buy a new 2DS XL system, you're going to get $20 in gift cards, which would be kind of awesome actually, because then that console becomes like basically $20 cheaper. Throw that $20 on to a game or something. That actually sounds like a really good idea. I might have to. Okay, we got news to do. Let's do news. But the one thing I wanted to point out, and I saw this on Reddit, $30 off Skyrim, ARMS, Fire Emblem Warriors, or Pokken Tournament, or over on Amazon.ca. There's some other $20 off things, but I think this is probably your best option on as a Canadian in sales right now. Speaking of sales, Little Nightmares, the Complete Edition, now has a release date of May 18th. I don't know if we had that during the Direct, but I know my wife is super excited about this game, so that popped out at me. I thought I would include it. Now, to the real news. Now that we've got all that stuff out of the way, we're going to call this the Morning After Edition. 5.0 happened last night. If you haven't checked it out, there should be over in the corner, way over there. I'll give you a link to my quick run through of the 5.0 update. But there's lots of people commenting on things like this Redditor here. Apparently, their Joy-Con was having problems syncing, and the 5.0 update has fixed that. Remember, if every time you have an update and you have Joy-Cons attached, consider going into your options. I forget it. I just did it, but I forget what I did. I think you go into your settings, your controller options, and select update controllers, and it'll update the firmware on any controller that's connected to the Switch at that time. That way you're going to keep up with the biggest firmware, and you're going to be able to keep up with all the updates. And this person's saying it's fixed it. I know someone else was saying on Reddit today that when they press and hold the home button, and I loved this about my Joy-Con and my Pro Controller. If you press and hold it, it would turn the system on. They were saying that it takes almost no time. They were saying something about how the light was blinking. They had to wait, and I even tried it today. I just pressed the button and boom, the Switch started up right away. That said, another cool thing over on Nintendo Life, looks like Alex posted this, Switch 5.0 update, apparently, this is super cool, now recognizes what color your Pro Controller is. So it just means I really have to find that Splatoon colored controller now, or that Xenoblade one, or basically it gives Nintendo an excuse to come out with some more different colored Pro Controllers. I'm sure there are hacks out there. I know that you can hack your Joy-Con to show up as different colors if you happen to have modified them. So I'm sure there'll be something similar like that coming down the pipe. That said, third-party controllers apparently have stopped working on Nintendo Switch as of update 5.0. I'm going to be testing out my 8BitO controllers. I will get back to you on this. I'll probably leave a comment down below and then make it sticky if I'm having problems with my 8BitO controllers. I wouldn't be surprised if someone like 8BitO updates the firmware today or tomorrow to work with the 5.0 update if they don't work. That said, I did watch a video of someone pairing what looked like a Xbox controller, but I'm pretty sure it was a third-party controller. He said it worked great before the update, and the minute it tried connecting, the whole system just crashed and he had to restart his entire Switch. So be aware of that. If you have a third-party controller, might be just be Pro Controllers, I don't know. This is still up in the air, so Nintendo hasn't commented on this, but apparently, yeah, they kind of stopped working with third-party controllers. That said, 5.1 update apparently is referencing a new system on a chip. I don't completely understand, or maybe this is written funny. Apparently there's a Reset Era member, Athreos. So this is the guy that says this. That's most likely been changed due to hardware vulnerabilities. So I'm going to go ahead and predict right now that in the same way that people want 3DSs with older firmware on it, that way they can install homebrew and stuff. And I know a lot of people have actually, apparently there's been a few homebrew people that have found a way to unlock the Switch, and some of these vulnerabilities that they've used to jump on that have used the hardware, which means that no matter what Nintendo does, those systems will be hackable in the future. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Switches coming down the pipe soon with this new system on a chip. But with no complete stealth launch, no one's going to know. You won't see any improvements on the system, I'm sure, because I'm sure the chip's clocked. They'll clock this other chip, and you won't even know the difference. The only thing is, if you try and hack your hack your Switch, you may end up bricking it if you have one of these new system on a chips, or it just won't work. So basically, Nintendo's doing this to prevent people from hacking or exploiting vulnerabilities basically on your Switch. So that means, I'm going to make another prediction here. If you own one of the original Switches, or go get one off the shelf right now, if you've got the money, put it away, put it on the shelf. Do not open it. Do not update it to firmware 5.0, because the minute it updates to 5.0 and it looks for this new chip I don't know. I'm just that'd be the best way to take advantage of this news. And on the fun side of news today, apparently, according to a Redditor, I got to look into this myself. Here in Canada, we still don't have the Super Mario cereal, but maybe this gives us hope of at least being able to taste it. Redditor is saying that they went to Target recently and to pick up Super Mario cereal and realized that the red box that was normally on the shelf wasn't there. You can't see my mouse, can you? No, wasn't there. But in fact, this other box was in its place, and this new Mario cereal apparently is the same cereal inside, but there's no amiibo functionality built in. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. What are you looking forward to? Are you excited for the Switch Update 5.0? I don't know. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you with that. It's probably one of our quicker newscasts of the channel. Let me know what you think. What do you want to see covered in the Game Smarter report? Until next time, guys, go play something.